Live from the 24-hour tracking center, this is a winter weather alert.
Seen on the bottom of your screen, we are still under a winter storm warning, which might not make a ton of sense because we didn't get nearly as much snow as forecasted, but it's very cold and windy, and all that slush that we more or less anticipated to be snow is starting to freeze now. So because of that, the National Weather Service keeping those warnings active. We've seen a lot of crashes on the roadways, and it looks like it's going to get worse here as the night rolls on because the colder we get, the less effective the salt is. There's a lot of slush out there that is frozen, so watch out for some slick roadways and sidewalks tonight, tomorrow morning. Storm Track Live right now shows that the snow's starting to wrap up for the night, with a couple of exceptions. One, we still have a band of pretty good snow here stretching through Ionia County down toward Cass and Berrien County, and this is going to be moving into the Kalamazoo area here. Watch for a pickup in snowfall rates here in Kalamazoo, also here in Battle Creek in the next 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Temperatures right now have really taken a hit over the last 24 hours. We're down to 20 here in Grand Rapids. Look at the I-94 corridor here in Battle Creek, 18, 19 in Kalamazoo, and here in Fremont. It's windy. We're seeing winds sustained over 20 miles an hour up to the north. This strong wind activity is going to continue to translate to the south. Big Sauble Point, Ludington State Park, we had a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust a couple of hours ago. And the National Weather Service saying we could see waves as big as 30 feet out over the open waters, not near shore, but open waters of Lake Michigan. Wind chills now, bitterly cold, 1 in Lansing, 5 in Grand Rapids, and over the next 24 hours, this is 7 o'clock tonight. Watch what happens overnight. We go below zero for wind chills and stay there all night, barely climbing above zero for wind chill temperatures tomorrow during the afternoon. 24-hour forecast. I've shifted the view a little bit here so we can see Lake Michigan. The snow starts to wrap up here and ends for just about everybody by midnight tonight. And then overnight, take a look at what happens here over Lake Michigan. If you're traveling to Chicago tonight or tomorrow, you're going to run into some very heavy lake effect snow here. From about Benton Harbor down through Michigan City, Gary, and even Chicago could get in a little bit of it early. Temperatures drop off into the single digits up north, but low teens for a lot of us, and we're cold all day tomorrow. Even though we'll just be cloudy with very little light snow, the heavy snow will be here, where we could pick up more than 12 inches of snow over the next 36 hours. But again, this heavy lake effect snow is going to be limited to far western Berrien County, and then almost all of it will be in northwestern Indiana. Just lighter lake effect snow here right up along the shore, except for western Oceana and western Mason, where we could pick up a little bit more serious lake effect snow on the order of several inches. But for the most part, the snow is going to wrap up for just about everybody tonight. The lake snow continues right along the shoreline, but again, that'll be right along the shoreline. Temperatures are cold. Tomorrow, high of 18. We'll spend most of the day with wind chills below zero or just into the single digits above zero. I want to talk a little bit about this system and how it unfolded and why we didn't get the snow that I was talking about last night.
Okay.
We had some dry air wrap into the system, and it was a lot more dry air than I expected. And what happens when you get dry air wrap into the system, it just kind of destroys it from the core and right on the inside, and it fell apart pretty rapidly. And so that half-inch of slush that we got last night, had it been literally just a degree cooler, we would have had some pretty significant snow from that. And you talk about a degree to making a difference. US 10, Cadillac, we had a foot of new snow where we were just a couple of degrees cooler. So I don't want to make excuses for this, but I want you to know why I made that mistake and why we didn't get as much snow today as I had anticipated.
We got the precipitation. It's just the form in which it fell on that fine line.
And now, unfortunately, it's that slush. It's frozen and making for some icy roadways out there.